gonna do is do some pond fishing. Went on Google Earth, found some ponds around, and we're pretty much gonna go fish those ponds. Put it in a GPS, so we're gonna try the first pond. Just bought some things from Dick's Sporting Goods. I'll show you all that when we get to the pond, after I verify with someone around the pond that we can fish there. I'm not just gonna go fish someone's pond without asking. So until then, enjoy the time lapse. Alright guys, so we're here at the lake, or the pond, and I know there's bass in here. I've already seen about 5 bass swimming in the school, so I know they're in here. I'm gonna go over the things I bought from Dick's to show you, what I plan on doing here today, see if we could catch some, and then also for some future videos. I'm sorry about the quality. I'm working on trying to make the audio quality better on the GoPro. Right now it's in the plastic housing, and all I did was drill some holes in it to try to open up the speakers. I did not get the open housing, the black frame for it yet. I plan on getting that in the future to make the audio sound somewhat better. And anyways, I got some Reaction Innovation creature baits. It's the green pumpkin, it's the beaver 3.50. I'm gonna pair this up with some jigs that I have got. I got a 3/8 ounce football jig right here. That's gonna be, these are gonna be trailers for the jigs, so I got that. I also have a alright guys, so we were just told that you can't fish here. I didn't even get to cast the lure out, so we're gonna go try to find another place. I have a place in mind, so we're gonna try that and we'll see what happens there. So I will get back to you guys when I get back to my car. Alright guys, so he said we couldn't fish there because they used to, it used to be just a pond and a couple houses around it, and then they built a housing development behind this nice pond. It was, really nice, definitely had a lot of fish in it, and it looked like it would have been very, like a very good pond to fish in. I was pretty excited about it. So he came up, pulled up in the truck, and he pretty much said that it's private property, and that no one's allowed to fish there. Supposedly it was his dad's pond, and I was respectful. I told him like, hey, I knocked on houses, I went to go ask people, no one answered, so I told him, I was like, I'm gonna fish here until someone comes and tells me otherwise. So he pretty much told me that they don't allow people to fish there anymore, simply because people leave their trash there, and then they don't pick anything up. They pretty much trash the place, so they don't allow anyone to fish down there no more. And so if any of you guys go to someone else's pond, be respectful of their property. Alright guys, so here finally at the pond, and finally be able to fish. So right now I'm going to go over the rod and reel setup that I'm going to use for today for all kinds of different So what I have here is the Lose TP1 speed stick paired up with an Abu Garcia Black Max reel. The rod was about $100 at one of my tackle warehouses up where I live. It's a 6/8 and it's a medium light power with a fast action tip. I'd say this would be good for, you know, your swim baits, your jig heads. Okay, so what I have here is all kinds of different goodies. Sorry about the car traffic if you can hear. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to hear, but if it's pretty loud, I'm sorry. There's ponds right next to a road that has a big construction site going around it. Right here we have some Reaction Innovation creature baits for the jig heads. This is the green pumpkin. These are very good for trailers for the jig heads, so we're going to use these and see how they work. Everything I use is pretty much going to be green pumpkin or watermelon. The jig heads that I have, I got a 3-ounce Terminator football jig. We're going to see how that works in the green pumpkin color. I also have a Strike King football jig as well. That's 3/8-ounce jig head. I also have the VMC 1/8-ounce Wacky hooks here, and I also bought the nail weights. And what that's going to be used for is we're going to do a neko rig and see how that works. See if we really have to do a finesse approach. So you don't have to use the nail weights, you don't have to buy these. You can just get, you know, any type of nail at a hardware store that's pretty heavy. So that's what that setup's for. And then I got the 1/8-ounce ones, so just in case I don't want to do the neko rig, then I could just do straight Wacky rig. I also got a Topwater bait here to just try out some topwater action. I don't know how it's going to work with the monofilament, but we're going to give this a shot. See how it works. Like I said, anything that's topwater, you know, I'd go probably with a 7.2, 7.5 rod, medium heavy to a heavy. With the max I'd go is 50-pound braid. So yeah, we're going to give this a shot and see how this works. I also have pegs. I got these for the future. I'm not going to use these today, but I got these for the Mojo rig. If any of you guys want to see how to do a Mojo rig, just put in the comments below. It's actually a very good rig, and I caught a lot of bass on in the past, so I figured why not have it in my tackle box. So I got those too, but we're not going to use those. Not getting bit today at all. Pretty much getting stumped. So I'm gonna show you what I'm using. Using the Mojo rig. I'll show you how I did it. So you pretty much get your worm. We have a Zoom trick worm here on a 5/0 or not 5/0, 4/0 offset hook, and then right above that. And this is Texas rigged as well. I'll show you how to do it in a minute. As above that, you have this sliding weight. Goes on the line, it slides up and down. But what I did was I got those peggets, and you could use a toothpick as well, and then you just stick it in there up through the bottom, and you break it off at the top, and it pretty much keeps the weight on the line. And then you can move this weight up and down depending on where you want it after you break it off. This is the Mojo rig. See, so if I wanted the weight right there, I could have it that close. But pretty much the purpose of this is to keep the weight away from it, and then this will sit on the bottom, and then your worm will sit way up here. And so I found a new spot to fish. It's a pretty big pond. There's several of them here where I found, and we're gonna see if we can catch something here, so hopefully we do. What I'm gonna be using here is just the worm. See how the worm works? And if that don't work, maybe we'll go to a crankbait or something. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I don't want to drag it on. I'm not catching anything. I haven't caught anything all day, so I'm gonna end it here. If you guys like to say anything, put it in the comments below. You know, just let me know. Just email me. You could email me at fishingwithmike, MIKEE @gmail.com, and I'll reply to you there. Put it in the comments below. Send me a message on YouTube. You know, whatever. But I don't want to bore you guys to death, so I'm just gonna end it here. Strength and honor. Be well. Tight lines and fish hard. Alright, peace.